Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for January 8th, 2021. This is the rune Hagals. Now, Hagals is the rune of disruption. It is the rune of change. It is also the rune of liberation and freedom, because liberation and freedom also often come in the realm of disruption. You must disrupt the status quo to get to what is next. So while it may seem like things in your life may be falling apart, or you may having issues with it, or what you thought was a thing is not a thing, or what you thought was not a thing is a thing, whatever, however it plays out in your life, have patience. Have patience for this situation. Have patience for what's going on, because you are growing. There is expansion, but it doesn't feel like growth. It doesn't feel like expansion. It probably feels like pain. It probably feels like things falling apart in your life. It probably feels like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, or that everything is falling to pieces. But do not reject the changes just because they don't look the way that you want them to look, just because they're not what you expected. Don't reject those changes just because they aren't what you wanted to happen, or because they don't look that way now. Like in this moment, you might be real emotional about that person walking away, or losing that job, or that opportunity not working out. But in the long term, or when you look at it from a different perspective, you may not have those same feelings about it. So our feelings and our emotion often happen that way because we are very attached to the status quo, to things as they are. We get very attached to the way things look because they meet our expectations of how they should look. And when things start to go haywire, or they start to change in a way that we don't quite understand, we tend to look at that as being terrible. We look at that as being horrible. We want to reject any of those changes because of our own fear of what comes next, because we don't know what that looks like or what that feels like. But recognize that these changes happen for us, and it's just a matter of being patient through them, being self-aware, self-reflective, not reacting, but rather making conscious choices and shifting our perspective on what's going on. We may not always understand the why of the world around us, but if we can focus on ourselves, then we can focus on why it's happening for us. You are beloved, you matter, and you are so very loved.